do understand that you almost got your brother killed. Yes, sir. Get that crap off your face.
Jake Sully has a large, mostly happy family. The Sully family dynamic is one of the key changes between the first Avatar and its follower. The audience may not be shocked to learn what kind of parent Jake is, as he is the father of 5 children. He has a traditional mindset and puts Neytiri, his eldest son, in charge of making sure his kids are safe. There has been a lot of discussion online about how Jake isn't a great parent and really needs to learn how to treat his children like genuine children. The 5 children of the Sullys are Neytiri, Loak, Spider, Kiri, and Took. Neytiri is in charge of controlling all of his siblings, and if anything goes wrong, he will experience Jake's physical anger. So when Neytiri is juggling everything, Loak, the middle kid, shows up feeling sorry for himself, even though Neytiri usually has to take responsibility for his siblings, especially Loak. Let's look at how Loak is impacted by the middle child syndrome. It is abundantly evident throughout the much-awaited sequel that Loak is always in Neytiri's shadow. Also evident is Loak's lack of appreciation from his father, which causes him to hate Neytiri for receiving attention. With Neytiri and Spider being the eldest and Kiri and Took being the youngest, Loak sometimes feels like the odd man out in his own family. Neytiri often takes responsibility for his younger brother whenever he gets into trouble, obstructing Jake's resentment and disappointment. Even still, Neytiri doesn't hear his father's advice, even if it isn't very good. Since Neytiri is seen as the wayward son, Loak is anxious for any kind of attention he can receive from Jake, which only makes things worse for the younger brother. When Loak and the Tolkunpaya can get close, it seems as if they both comprehend one another and their responsibilities within the family. The Tolkun's black sheep, Paya travels by himself since people think he's a murderer even if that's not the truth. Loak may identify with Paya since he feels alone and misunderstood by his family. When Paya saves the day at the conclusion of the movie, Loak is the one who experiences extreme grief. In contrast, it completes a cycle. As was previously said, Loak battles for his father's approval the whole time. Jake in particular, and the Sully's overall parenting style, are responsible for half of it. Your expectations are simply too high when you give your kids so much responsibility, particularly when there are so many of them. It's obvious from the start of the film that Neytiri is often putting Loak's broken parts back together and pleading with him to do the right thing. But the younger brother never seems to listen. Jake cautions all of his children to behave well when the Sullys move in with the Omaticaya tribe, but Loak naturally interprets that as a challenge. Jake is always there, making things worse, and he gets into so much trouble in such little time and in every setting. Loak jumps from 0 to 100 quickly as Roke So and Omaticaya Kiri and Bren her a freak, but Neytiri attempts to keep everyone in control. After the battle, Loak tries to get Jake to show some pride again, but he doesn't. Disapproval is being added to additional disapproval,